Hey guys, and welcome back to another vlog. I'm kind of filming another vlog simultaneously to this one, but it's kind of like a themed vlog. Y'all will see. Basically what I'm trying to say is this might be like the last pregnancy vlog. Because I'm literally I'm gonna be induced in like 3 days. So he'll probably come in like 4 days. Crazy things. If y'all have been induced, let me know like how you processed the couple days or like the week leading up to it, because it just feels so crazy to like, obviously he could come sooner, of course, but kind of like having a deadline and knowing like when you're most likely going into labor, like when the baby's birthday will be and stuff like that, like especially when it's scheduled. It just feels so weird in like that couple day wait. But how am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to think knowing that like every minute that passes, I'm like a minute closer to like meeting my baby? It is so crazy. And also, it's probably a pregnancy brain thing, but I can't like 100% remember what I've mentioned in terms of my new camera situation, in what vlogs or at all, or how much or anything. So if I'm repeating myself, I apologize, or I'll probably take some of this out or whatever. But basically, I'm on my second new camera. I'm actually editing the vlog right now where I opened and kind of like talked about and tested out my G7X Mark III. And I did end up sending that back. Again, I don't know if I've mentioned that in any of the vlogs, and if y'all don't watch all the vlogs, then this will just be kind of a general recap. But I ended up sending that back. I was using the G7X Mark II for forever, and I'm obsessed with that camera. The Mark III is really like, it has a lot of cool added features, but it's really nothing like the Mark II in terms of like quality and autofocus. I don't know, basically everything. I just like my Mark II so much better, and I was honestly pretty disappointed with specifically the autofocus in the Mark III. Is just, it's as bad as everyone says. I had heard that, but I thought with the firmware update and just the fact that it was out for so much longer, like I just thought it would be good, but it just wasn't. So that camera went back, and I now have, again, I don't know if I've even vlogged that I got this camera, so I'm just basically gonna do kind of a little camera update, and this will kind of just sort of be a little like haul video pregnancy vlog sort of thing, because I have some random stuff that I've been getting in, and I don't think I'm gonna be filming like a proper haul video, and this is probably going to span a couple of days, but I kind of want to talk about the new camera, why I got this one versus the other one, show you some of the stuff that I've gotten to go with it. But basically, I sent back the G7X. As convenient as that camera is in terms of like size and portability and all that stuff, and it was better than the Mark II in like a couple of ways, but at the end of the day, I will link the vlog where I talked about all of this, like where I like got the G7X Mark III for the first time and like kind of played with it and stuff. I will link that vlog so y'all can see it if you want a little bit more in depth, like how the process went. The Mark II still works. It's just a little bit unreliable. It has some like little kind of malfunctions here and there, and it's really beat up. Like it's so beat up, but it still like films, and it still does perfectly good quality. So I'm still using that for kind of like vlog purposes, but I really wanted to get like just a nice camera. I've been doing YouTube for a really long time, and honestly we're sort of treating this like my push present a little bit, just to kind of like, I don't know, give it some significance. So I ended up, now I have the Canon EOS M6 Mark II, which I know there's like a bajillion different EOSs, and there's all the different marks and all that kind of stuff. So I can link this camera down below if y'all are just kind of curious or interested in what I ended up purchasing. I got like the lens attachment. I have a mic hooked up on here. I had to get kind of a lot of accessories, and honestly, for the most part, they're all here. The only thing I'm waiting on is a new tripod. This one, this camera is a lot bigger and a lot heavier than the G7X, and I feel like this one's not quite so sturdy. So I will have that to show y'all whenever it comes in, but this camera is definitely kind of a whole different animal. It's not just like a point and shoot, but it's just definitely way bigger, way heavier. It has a bajillion more functions. It has like detachable lenses, you know, that you retract and they don't like go all the way into the camera like the point and shoots do. This has the microphone jack, which I'm obsessed with. I did not even realize how much better audio could be when you actually have a microphone attached. It's kind of a complete game changer, and it has the ability to charge while you're filming, kind of. I got a specific like battery for that so I can show you all that too. But basically, this is the camera kind of like setup and package. So it came with the body, the lens, and the EVF, which is the viewfinder that you can attach to this if you want to do actual photos. So it came with a lot of stuff in this package. Honestly, it came with like the neck strap and all that kind of stuff. I'm still kind of learning the settings, so I'm hoping even this footage is going to be good. I'm really like, I've been been playing with it so much, especially in preparation for labor and delivery. I want to be able to use this camera because I think it'll just be better quality and it'll just be more reliable. It's been kind of a learning curve getting used to the different settings and the lighting. So I'm definitely liking this camera a lot more though. I think it has a lot more, I mean, it's a lot more expensive than the G7X, and it's also like less portable. That's kind of the thing that's a little bit of a bummer. It's definitely not, I mean, it can be a vlogging camera because it has the flip up screen, but it's heavy and it's big, and it's not like the G7X where you can just kind of like toss it in your bag and whip it out. It's kind of, it's pretty bulky and pretty big, especially with the lens that I have on it. So it's not as convenient for just kind of like carrying around. I mean, you can, it just gets kind of heavy and it's not as inconspicuous, and it's just like the G7X is so tiny you can throw it in your pocket. Like this camera is not that. Plus with the mic hookup and everything, it's more of a production kind of camera, and so I think this is going to be more like my sit down filming camera, kind of for shots like this, like talking head videos versus vlog style videos. So I kind of like that I have two separate cameras for two separate purposes now. This is just so nice, and it takes a really nice pictures, and it has a lot of more settings, and I'm really excited to have like leveled up in terms of my equipment and hopefully the quality and all of that kind of stuff. This is the microphone that I have. I can link pretty much all of this down below. I imagine it's all from Amazon. It does come with like the dead cat, as they call it, like the little wind muffler attachment, and honestly a whole bunch of cords and a carrying case and stuff, and it has really good reviews on Amazon, and so far I've tested it out a little bit and I really like the quality of it. But I did have to get a cold shoe, they call it, which I got the Small Rig brand. So again, I will link this because the mount for the mic is actually on top of the camera, and if you have the camera like viewfinder flipped up, the mic will block it. So I got the cold shoe that kind of attaches to the bottom so that the mic can attach to the side of the camera. It's like you make this really expensive camera purchase and then you need to just keep purchasing things to go with it. So these kind of like went hand in hand. And then of course I just purchased a couple extra batteries, and this is a really nice setup because it's like a duo charger. So it comes with two batteries plus a charger that charges them both at the same time, which is kind of a game changer because I mean, having two fully charged batteries rather than having to do like one at a time is amazing. And now I have 3 batteries for this camera instead of just 1 or 2. And I am definitely a Canon girl. That's the one thing that I have definitely determined. I feel like once you pick a brand, you typically stick with it more or less, unless you're like a really serious camera junkie and you just have tons of cameras. You probably mess around, but for the most part, I feel like when you're like loyal to one, you're loyal. And this is what I was referencing when I said this can kind of charge while you're filming. You have to have the battery port closed on this in order to actually operate the camera. So what you can get, and what I figured out, which I'm so excited about, is you can get, it's kind of like a dummy battery, to be honest. Like it's very lightweight. I don't even think it's like a real battery, but it's the same obviously shape and size, and it has a little plug-in port at the bottom of the battery, and basically you just plug this adapter into the wall, and then there's a little hole in the trap door for the battery that opens up, and you can actually plug this through the camera door into that little fake battery, and the battery will like charge or just hold the charge while you're filming. So it's not actually a battery that like keeps a charge unless it's plugged in, but as long as it's plugged in, it will keep the camera going. So essentially you can just like film continuously and never have to worry about the battery running out of juice, which is a huge problem. I talked about this in that vlog. That's honestly the main thing I was looking for in a new camera, because whenever I'm doing sit down videos, I just cannot stand when my battery dies and then I have to get up, take it off the tripod. It just kind of interrupts the flow, usually changes the framing because I typically don't put it back on exactly where it was, and it's just like a whole production. I definitely am super excited to have that capability. That's just something that I really wanted and needed. Yeah, now I have 6 million different accessories to go with this new camera, but I'm so excited about it. And honestly, with the Mark III, I just wasn't super excited because it felt like the same camera I had before, and just slightly different looking, slightly newer looking, and with, you know, some advanced capabilities and more features, but it just kind of felt like I had the same camera. And so this just feels a little bit more like new and exciting. It just feels like a different camera, and I feel like if you're gonna get something new that's obviously expensive and kind of an investment, you want to kind of feel like it's new rather than, I don't know, kind of like a repeat of what you already had. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited. So just kind of wanted to talk about why I ditched the Mark III and ended up going with this one. And I feel like I've kind of mentioned all the cameras across a bunch of vlogs, but I never really sat down and necessarily addressed the fact that I had one and then got rid of it and then got a new one, what the new one was and why I did it and stuff like that. So I will link everything that I've mentioned down below in terms of the cameras and stuff if y'all are interested, if you're kind of doing some research. I definitely recommend Canons of course, without a doubt. I love Canons. They're so user-friendly. And this camera just is really, really highly regarded. I feel like this is comparable to the M50 from Canon. That one's honestly way cheaper though. So I guess if you want like a similar camera, but like half the price, that could be a really good option. I'll link that one too if you're, again, just interested or curious. That one gets really good reviews, and I feel like this camera and that camera are compared a lot. But this one has really great reviews, and people seem to love it for the autofocus and the picture quality and just kind of a lot of things, and I'm already kind of obsessed with it. So now that I've given you all a rundown on that, I actually still have, as you can imagine, a ton of stuff to do. We're having a baby in a couple days, like this weekend. So I definitely have a list that I'm working on, but I kind of wanted to start this vlog off. I am super, super excited with this upgrade. So I hope that y'all are noticing it and enjoying it, specifically like obviously the video quality and the audio in particular. Let me know if y'all are noticing. If you're not, don't say anything because I need to pretend that everyone can tell. I also, I'm in a different position now, and honestly it's been a couple minutes, but I also meant to mention the little case that I got. I can link this up as well. I got kind of a more fitted case. It was like a neoprene, kind of like hugged the camera, but honestly like didn't fit super well and was kind of annoying to like get in and out. So I ended up just getting like a hard case. You could probably use this for a ton of cameras. I don't even think this is specific to the M6, but depending what size kind of DSLR or like bigger camera you have, this is really nice because it has room to fit the body plus the lens. I like this a lot better. It fits like just right. It's like not too tight, but it's snug, and it's obviously a hard body, so it's not gonna, you know, get squished or anything. I actually just went upstairs. What I was doing is I was setting up the cool mist humidifier for the baby in our room. Obviously, he's gonna be sleeping in our room in the bassinet at first, and a lot of things just recommend having a humidifier, a cool mist humidifier in particular, I believe. So that's what we have. I should have brought the camera up. I didn't think about it. Honestly, it wasn't that exciting to watch me set up a humidifier, but I don't know. Pregnancy related, baby related preparation things, and I think we might just start using it even though he's not here yet, because it seems like it's gonna be kind of nice, and I sort of like the sound it makes with like the water and stuff. One more thing done and ready for baby. Good morning. It's actually the next day. I feel like I look kind of similar. I have my hair basically exactly the same, but my mom was just here, which she was honestly only here for probably like 40 minutes, and I didn't even like think to grab the camera because we were just hanging out. But I got a little emotional when she was leaving because I told her to say bye to the belly, which is just, I don't know, it's so weird. I'm gonna like start crying thinking about it, but I just like love my little belly, and obviously I love the little boy that's in there, and I can't wait for him to come out and to meet him. But I've just loved having my little belly, which is looking, do y'all see this? I feel like I can't even fit it in the frame half the time. It's large and like, I don't know, really, really poppy now, especially right now. When I said like, say bye to the belly, I got like kind of like choked up, and so did she. And even when she got here and she like hugged me and she saw we have like the bouncer seat and the swing out and stuff, she started getting kind of emotional. So it's just weird that people are seeing me like pregnant for the last time. Like next time I see her, I'm not gonna have this big belly and I'm gonna have a baby like with me. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I feel like that was kind of a milestone and kind of just like an emotional moment, knowing that, I don't know, this little belly that I feel like is just part of me. I feel like I've just had this essentially forever. It's weird to think that it's gonna go away, and it's just that chapter of this whole process is kind of coming to an end. So anyway, I've just been cleaning all morning long. I woke up and just started blitzing the house. Ken has some stuff like, I don't know, paint touch up and like dude things that he's working on. I'm uploading a video that I edited yesterday, so just kind of doing like some general, I don't know, like prep stuff because it's Wednesday and we're going to the hospital on Friday. So it just seems like time is really coming down to crunch time, and I feel like I should feel crazier than I do, but at the same time we spent the last like 10 months prepping for this, so I also am thankful that I don't feel hectic because I kind of did everything so that I wouldn't feel hectic towards the end. But it's just weird that we're going to the hospital in like not 48 hours, probably like, if we're being specific, like 55 hours or something like that. Then we're coming home with a little babe. Anyway, that was kind of emotional. I didn't even really realize the last time I saw my dad would be the last time I would see him while I'm pregnant. It didn't really occur to me because he came here with my aunt over last weekend, and it didn't really occur to me that I was like, oh, very strange. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to cleaning. Oh my gosh. I was just doing some more cleaning, listening to Spotify, and You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Atkins, I believe, came on, and I can't like listen to songs like that or like read that kind of stuff. I get so emotional. What's the other one? Isn't it by Darius Rucker? I can't even think of it right now. Oh, It Won't Be Like This for Long, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just such an emotional mess. But what I'm actually doing is I'm fabric shaving our like stools. So you need to see how these look. These are just like so pilled up. I hope you can like get a full idea. They're just like really not in good shape whatsoever. And I just did these two and they look like a brand new freaking chair. So I kind of wanted to show you like a before and after, but I'm not sure how well. Here, maybe that's a little bit better. I'm not sure how well it's like picking up how truly just kind of wrecked these are. Just the fabric really needs to be shaved. And I ended up grabbing this from Target, which I didn't really have high hopes for this because it's just Conair. And honestly, it's super affordable. It's like $12. I will link it down below for y'all. But it is so freaking good. I'm actually so impressed with it. This is what it actually looks like. It has a little kind of like cover that goes over it, and then this is how you empty it. I really wasn't expecting it to work as well as it does, but I did our whole entire like couch situation. I did both couches, all of the cushions, the actual couch itself, the pillows, the like back, like everything. I filled this up like 9 times. It was like a huge pile of lint. My other one that I've been using for years, honestly, is fine for clothes, but it's really not very good for kind of bigger projects in upholstery. I feel like this kind of covers more surface area and it holds more lint. I just feel like it does a better job. Anyway, I'll show y'all once I do this one, but I really recommend this. I'm gonna see what the haul is from 3 stools. Wow, that's shocking. And here's what it looks like. I hope y'all can tell a difference. It really just looks, honestly, like 100% better. I love that thing. All right, I'm so excited. This is like a whole contraption I have going on right now. But look at this tripod that just came in. I feel like I should have showed y'all before I hooked my camera up to it. But this is such a heavy duty tripod. And now I guess y'all can kind of see, since I talked about the camera, you can see what I'm talking about. This is it in all its glory. This is the little cold shoe right here, with the mic obviously like kind of attached to the side rather than being up here where it would normally be. And then this is a seriously like heavy duty tabletop tripod, because I do a lot of filming with just like my tripod on top of like the counter or a table. I do have, of course, like a giant one, but I feel like I don't need that all of the time. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I had one that just, it was just plastic and I didn't feel comfortable putting this heavy, like a big camera on that tripod. So this one's super heavy duty. I will link it down below. It's definitely like a little bit more pricey, but I feel like when you have a pricey camera, you need to kind of level up the accessories and the equipment you use, because if this were to go tumbling off the tripod, that would be tragic. So this one's really nice. It has like extendable legs, kind of crazy. Even the legs like go like at a 90-degree angle. There's just a lot of stuff you can change and adjust about it, and it's honestly kind of heavy, but it feels just very secure. My husband was just kind of like hooking it up for me, and even he was like, wow, this is nice. It's definitely like all metal. It just feels really awesome. So I'm very excited that this is here now. I also don't know if this audio is going to be good, because I just realized the mic is not facing me. But I did want to show you all this. Literally, we're going to be going to the hospital in like 48 hours, just about. I'm just keeping this vlog going basically until we head to the hospital, and then I'm going to start a new vlog. So I'll show y'all at some point. Here's a little belly shot for today though. Wow, this is like such a contraption that I'm holding right now. But here's the 39 weeks and 5 days bump. We're doing a lot. Okay, good morning. It is the day before. Keep wanting to call it like a D-Day, but it's B-day, because birthday. It's Thursday morning, so obviously we're going to the hospital tomorrow evening, and I have an OB appointment this morning, which is kind of weird how my appointments worked out. I went like between 38 and 39 weeks, or yeah, my last 2 appointments were like only 4 days apart, so it was almost like not pointless, but kind of pointless. It's kind of been a long break, and my due date is tomorrow. I actually scheduled all the appointments kind of in advance. I think we scheduled like 4 appointments kind of all in a big chunk, and I was always wondering, like, are we even gonna go to our appointment the day before my due date? Like, are we gonna make it that far? But here we are going. It's actually freezing. It's like 50 degrees or something. This is like the first morning we're gonna have to get a little bit bundled. I might even grab a vest or something. It's like the first day Ken's worn pants in a long time. He's always in shorts. It's just crazy. My due date's tomorrow. I'm 40 weeks tomorrow. It also seems like, again, not pointless, but we're going in to be induced tomorrow, so it's also like, you know, what could really come of this appointment. I'm also sorry that it's so yellow in here because literally no sun yet. So I'm really curious if I'm gonna be like any more dilated. Last appointment, if y'all are keeping up with the vlogs, I was like 1 centimeter, and I was 1 centimeter before that too, but he wasn't dropped at all 2 weeks ago. And then my last appointment, I was still 1 centimeter, but he had dropped a ton. I have a feeling he's definitely dropped potentially even more because I have a lot of pressure. I'm like peeing constantly, a lot of lightning crotch, all of that. So I feel like I have more of the like symptoms of him being kind of engaged and lower. So I'm really gonna be curious if I'm dilating at all or effacing at all, because I also hadn't even effaced even a little bit. So I'm really curious about that, but also at the same time, like I said, not that it doesn't matter. Of course, I would love to like be progressed, but we're going to the hospital tomorrow either way. But it's just been such a long time since the last appointment that I have no clue what can happen in a week and a half, and if anything even has. So we're pretty excited. I think it's gonna be a pretty low-key appointment. Other than that, we're just gonna do probably the cervical check, and then hopefully she gives me a little more info on what to expect tomorrow for the induction in terms of like what the steps are. So it's like 7:45 in the morning. It's very early, so we need to run out the door. I'm having a little bit of applesauce because if I don't eat before I go, my like blood pressure is like kind of scary low. Last time it was like 90 over something. Anyway, that's not the point.
80 over 60. I'm a cadaver.
I feel like today is kind of like go time. Like I feel like I have nothing really super important. Like it's like editing and things, like things that aren't super relevant. But I feel like between today, I kind of want tomorrow to be chill since we're actually going to the hospital. Even though we don't have to leave till like 6:30, I kind of want I want tomorrow to be kind of low key in case I'm like a basket case. So I will update y'all when we get back. All right, we are back. And I'm gonna give an update, but I really just wanted to show the treats we got. I got pumpkin muffin. This is a Boston cream. That bottom one with the sprinkles is buttercream. And then Ken, of course, well, he gets the most boring donuts, but he also already ate his, but he literally just gets like glazed with icing and sprinkles. Like probably the one like your 6-year-old really wants when they go in there. That's the one he gets. However, it's still very delicious. So anyway, I'm gonna munch down this muffin and then we'll chat. I wish I could do something about how like yellow this is, but I think it's just the lighting. Let me turn the lights off. Okay, maybe this is better. I don't really know. I'm still trying to figure out this camera, but I feel like it should be good enough. Maybe that's a little too much. So anyway, got back from our appointment. The appointment was honestly fairly uneventful, as I kind of expected. They did the normal stuff, and she did the heart rate check as usual, which was like 130s. She did a cervical check, of course, and I'm still only 1 centimeter, but she's like, it's a really good 1 centimeter, like almost 2. She was like, I was so close to getting to 2, but basically just 1 centimeter, a little bit of a bigger 1 centimeter than last time. But she said I'm 70% effaced, so that's really, I guess, pretty exciting, because last 2 times she checked, I was not effaced at all, not even a little. That's improvement, and she said he's still, even though he's lower than he was, he's still pretty high up. I'm not making really any progress naturally. So she did kind of just give me like a rundown of how it'll work once we go to the hospital in terms of, you know, kind of what we can expect when we get there and like how they'll start and kind of like what the process is. But it sounds like we'll kind of, not like it will be up all night, but you know, you get there kind of in the evening and then they do a couple things, like a couple hours after you get there, they do X, and then a couple hours after that, they check you, and then a couple hours after that. So it's like all through the night, like 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., like 4, like it just seems like we're gonna be more or less interrupted and probably awake for a lot of the night. So obviously there's no way to know exactly what to expect, how it's gonna go, in like what order, at what speed. It kind of all just just depends, but I feel like I have a better understanding now of what to expect and kind of how each step is gonna go. But I'm not nervous really or anything like that. I feel like everyone keeps asking me if I'm nervous, and I'm like, not really. I'm just gonna go there and we're just gonna do the thing, and that's just what we're gonna do. So I'm really not too stressed out about it. We'll see if that changes as time goes on. She said we'll probably be there until Monday and we're going in Friday, but I definitely packed enough for that. So we should be fine. She talked about like, make sure you eat, like get something good on your way, because I mean, we'll let you eat, like they let you eat until you're in active labor, but obviously hospital food is nothing to get excited about. So yeah, that's basically it. Now I just have this gigantic to-do list, like this huge to-do list. So I really just want to start like just blitzing, like just getting stuff done. I'm really excited though. Yesterday or like last night I finished not the last baby book that I'm gonna read, because we have some that are more kind of like sleep related and they're a little bit more specific, but in terms of like just general baby care, I think this is the last one I'm gonna read, and I do need to film and want to film a video about all. I already did my pregnancy books video. I definitely want to do, I was thinking maybe today, but I don't know how I'm gonna get everything done. Possibly today I want to film my baby books video, so that might be something I do. But yeah, I can't believe we're going to the hospital tomorrow. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'll probably vlog a little bit today, but mostly I just want to get shit done. I've been running around all morning and I'm getting a little sleepy. Here's the, I don't know if I showed the bump yesterday. Yes, I did, so it's probably not any different, but oh my god. Ken's bringing in all the plants from outside because it's starting to get too cold for them. Y'all know I'm not sponsored by Home Chef. We're just obsessed with it. And I'm making one of the meals for lunch real quick. And this is why Home Chef is seriously gonna like save my life, especially in like the early postpartum period. Because this is one of like the oven ready meals. So literally, like the pasta is cooked, the garlic is already chopped up. Literally everything just gets dumped into this pan, which they give you this pan, so you don't even have to use your own pan. Like, I'm just gonna cook this in the oven and then throw this away. So you don't even need a knife, you don't need a cutting board, you don't need a pan. There's literally not like a single dish. You could even eat out of this if you wanted to and literally have no dishes. Like, there's nothing to clean up besides like the fork, I guess. It is so easy and so convenient. Literally just basically assemble this according to the directions, throw it in the oven. Super, super easy. And honestly, like in terms of calories, these really, well, it depends what you get, but they're like fairly balanced and, you know, decently good for you and stuff like that. So anyway, I wanted to mention that because I feel like that's going to be such a lifesaver. I always have a code down in the description box if y'all are interested. It's a really good code. It's like $90 off. You can get so many free meals. It is crazy. So if y'all want to try it out, like I said, I am not sponsored by them at all. I just really love service. So if y'all want to try it out, definitely take advantage of that. It has been quite a bit since I picked up the camera. I'm probably looking like a mess. I need to start getting myself together in preparation for dinner, but you can kind of see the mess behind me. I just made a bunch of sandwiches to bring to the hospital with us. Because I feel like we're gonna probably be up like all hours of the night, especially when we check in and get induced. I think I said this earlier. Don't know how much we're gonna be sleeping, and I definitely want to make sure we are fed. And I know once I go into active labor, I won't be able to eat, so I made some sandwiches. We have like a bunch of snacks and like Gatorades and stuff like that upstairs already, but I wanted to make some sandwiches, just like some ham sandwiches, stuff like that, with pimento cheese, my favorite. And then I did a bunch of cleaning. I did 3 loads of laundry, which is crazy. Also, this kid is going so ham right now. Do y'all see this belly situation? I did 3 loads of laundry, got some of that put away. Mostly it's like the sheets to the bed and stuff like that, so we have to like make the bed and stuff like that still. And then I mopped the floors, I washed some of the rugs. We installed, I don't know, like this little kind of border on like the edge, like this kind of area of my desk, because that needs to be done because my desk, like the edge of my desk literally hurts me when I use it. We're about to go install the car seat bases and the car seat and everything. I kind of went over the hospital bags. Now that we realize we're going to be there for like 3-ish days. I don't think he has enough clothes, so I packed a little bit more clothes for him. I washed a bunch of the clothes that he's bringing, so I've just been running around like crazy. I got a bunch of just like, I don't know, kind of administrative stuff done that I was meaning to do. Making pretty good progress, but there's still a lot to do. All right, we got all the things here. We got the car seat base there, and then this is just like a diaper changing station I'm gonna be keeping in the car. Both of the mirrors, the like window coverings, this to go on the window. All right, this is everything actually laid out. Listen to this sloth though. Like, this music is the worst. That's like not a good sound or a good song. I mean, it's cute, but the music is not good. All right, we are headed out. I feel like a new woman. I'm all done up. I have about 6 pounds of dry shampoo in my hair. But I feel like some type of way this is like one of my last maternity outfits. I put on this little kind of like cropped t-shirt. I got some gold jewelry, and then this is actually a skirt. This is from Shein. It's just a little kind of bodycon skirt. And then I have this like nude kind of like shacket I'm gonna throw over this because it's not cold, but it's definitely cool and kind of breezy, so we're gonna need to cover up. These are also like week and a half old curls. I haven't washed my hair in so long, so I'm obviously gonna do that either tonight or first thing in the morning so I can have some fresh hair for the hospital, but I don't want it to be like super fresh because, you know, it's kind of annoying. But we're headed to Cheesecake Factory, but I'm actually going to be documenting that on the vlog, the other vlog. This is a vlog too, but I'm doing our 7 days of dates vlog as kind of its own video. So that's going to be on there. But I wanted to show y'all my outfit. Actually, let me throw my shacket on real quick so you can get the full effect. Ken's looking handsome. Come show your outfit. I feel like you haven't really been in the vlog yet.
It's just a polo.
Yeah, but you look all nice. He's got like jeans on. We haven't worn jeans here in the South in a minute.
Oh, sorry. I just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
It's very nice.
What are you doing? Do you like my jacket?
Perfume.
She's like, half on me. Half on him. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I've been so emotional. I went upstairs to go get ready and I was like crying the whole time I was up there. I literally, everything's making me cry. Like putting the car seat in. Like, this is the last night we're gonna sleep alone in this house, just the two of us. Like, this is our last like date night before baby. Like, I'm just excited, but it's also like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna start crying talking about it. Okay, we're gonna go to dinner.
So bad.
Oh my gosh. I'm like a hot emotional mess, like I was saying earlier. I literally can't stop crying. I don't think I've like cried on the vlog or on a video in a long time, and I'm really not trying to. I'm like over being emotional. We just got back from, oh my gosh, I literally can't keep track of what video is what. We just got back from the Cheesecake Factory. Like I was telling y'all, I just wrapped up the other video that was part of. I'm about to dive into my Oreo Dream cheesecake. It looks so freaking good. And I'm like so in my feelings because it's like the night before. I'm trying to keep it together. It's just like the night before this is the last time we'll sleep in this house, just the two of us.
Don't even talk about it. You even talk about it.
No, because I want to, because that's the whole point is to document it. No, I don't want to like just cry.
Yeah, just do it.
I just want to talk about it.
Yeah, this is the night before your last.
Stop trying to make me cry. Get out of here.
Your little belly and feeling him squirming around in there and just being
You're so annoying.
You're gonna be a mama, babe. You're gonna be a mama, and you're gonna be here, and you're gonna be able to actually look at.
Okay, now you're just.
He's gonna be able to actually just look at your beautiful face. And
Oh
see
my
who it
gosh!
is
Shut
that's
up.
just been taking care of him and getting all this stuff ready for him, and who just loves him so much in the entire world.
You're gonna make me not emotional because you're being so annoying. Oh my gosh. The reason I'm so emotional is obviously probably a million reasons. Like I'm having a baby this weekend and I'm super pregnant and hormones and whatever, but I have a thing with like endings. Shut up. I also just pulled a piece of hair out and that really hurt. Just knowing that like, I literally can't. But I wish I could just talk about this normally, but I just have such a problem with endings and like the fact that I won't be pregnant anymore. And like have my little belly that I always like just keep my hands on and like feeling him move inside of me, and I feel like it's normal because just I think that's part of it. I'm just so excited and like overwhelmed, but knowing that it's like our last night in this like life as we've known it, just the two of us, and having a normal routine, and then all the uncertainty of what it's going to be like trying to learn how to be parents, because we have no idea what we're doing. It's all just like a little bit overwhelming. I'm sure this is all normal things to feel. And it didn't really hit me until like today. I've just been so chill. I've been like, oh yeah, like we're just gonna roll with it. However it goes is how it's gonna go. I mean, we did IVF, so we've been preparing for this for what feels like way longer than 9 or 10 months. It feels like it's been years and years at this point, but then when you're like the night before you're going to the hospital, like the night before you're getting induced, it's like a whole, I feel like then it like really hits you that like there's a baby coming. And I was just so excited. I was just like upstairs crying before when I was doing the laundry. So I was like, I'm so excited to meet you. But then also, I think I'm going to miss being pregnant too. But I'm going to be so happy to have him, and I just want to meet him. I was just so excited. I have a lot of things. But it's just weird to know that like your life is just like a whole chapter is closing and a whole new one, and the new one's going to be way better. Obviously, but it's just different, and it's kind of scary because you don't know how to do that life, or what that life's gonna be like. So that's what's going on. I probably sound crazy. Kids looking at me like I'm crazy, even though I've been like talking about it this whole time, like all night. I've been like, but I'm like not gonna recognize myself in the mirror, like not pregnant, like not having this big belly, really, really showing off the big old bump. And like, even he is like, I don't remember, like, what you look like not pregnant. Like, seeing myself in the mirror, not being pregnant, not, like, having this belly here to just rub and hold and like, take pictures with, and feeling him moving in there is, like, my favorite thing in the whole world. And obviously, I'm way more excited to feel him moving out here and to see him. And the cat's losing it as well. He's just coughing. Just being pregnant is so special. It's so special. And so I think it's normal, right? To kind of, I mean, unless you didn't enjoy pregnancy, then I'm sure you're just like, F this. And I was telling Ken at dinner, to be honest, as much as I've loved being pregnant and enjoyed pretty much every minute of it, if you told me I had to continue the current situation with like how kind of uncomfortable and just everything I am for like another month or two, I'd probably be like starting to get kind of over it. But I really never got to the point of pregnancy where I'm just like, over it. I just don't want to be pregnant anymore. Like that just never really happened. I don't know. And I'm really excited. If you haven't seen the video, I don't know which is going on up first. Our 7 days of dates, which I was just like kind of regular vlogging. That's what we did the whole like week leading up to my due date / scheduled induction. Obviously, he could have come before that, but he didn't. I mean, I guess technically I could go into labor like tonight or something, but we did a whole week of dates, just the two of us. I just felt like we had to do something a little different and something a little special in, you know, just to kind of like celebrate him coming, but also just to get to kind of enjoy and savor and soak in these last couple of days, just the two of us. I just feel like we kind of had to do something, because like I really don't want to come off as like sad about anything, because I'm not sad about anything. I think I'm just going to very much miss being pregnant, and obviously getting pregnant was super hard for us, so I think maybe that's part of it. But also, I'm not sad. I think it's just, I was so weird, like even graduating college, leaving jobs I hated, like I always just get so emotional over endings, even if they're good or bad or whatever. And I know that obviously having him was going to be the best moment of my whole life. I can't really think about that either. But it's just a mix of, you know, saying goodbye to like the life as we've known it and our relationship and marriage, how it's been, and then the anticipation of what's going to happen, how that's going to feel. It's a lot of emotions. And they're all good. They're all good. There's like not a single bad emotion going on right now at all. It's just, I think a lot of hormones, excitement, nervous excitement, anticipation, like maybe a little kind of, I don't know, like anxiety or like a little bit of fear of the uncertain of what's coming up in terms of labor, delivery, being a parent, taking care of a person, getting used to like a new life. It's just a lot. And it's just weird knowing that like, okay, when we go to bed tonight, it's the last night we're going to bed in this house, two of us, and then we leave the house tomorrow, we come back, like we're different people. Like I'm a mom and he's a dad and we have a baby and I'm not pregnant, and it's just like everything's completely different like after we step out that door tomorrow. So anyway, Now that I've just bawled my eyes out on camera, which I know I cried a lot of the TTC videos, but I don't know if I've ever cried like this on camera before. I honestly just don't cry like this in general a ton. Like, ugly cry. I get like teary, but like actually like where I sound like this. But whatever, the whole point of these vlogs and my channel is to document real life and how I'm feeling and moments and memories, and so I guess that's just what this is. So I think I'm actually going to wrap up this video here today. I think tomorrow I kind of want to start a whole labor and delivery vlog since we're going into the hospital tomorrow, even though probably not much is going to happen at the hospital. I think, I don't know, and that's another thing, right? Like, this is probably the last pregnancy vlog, which is like another thing that's just emotional. I feel like I've been filming pregnancy vlogs for like a year, because I mean, between all the TTC footage that I was filming for 2 years, and then the IVF footage, and then the multiple transfers that we did, and then being on the medication before you get pregnant, and then getting pregnant finally, it's like, I feel like I've been pregnant. I mean, I've been pregnant for like a year, it feels like, from, you know, preparing for the transfer and all of that. I mean, I've been pregnant for all of 2021. Obviously, y'all are seeing this delayed, but I've just been pregnant for forever, which is crazy, and I've just enjoyed it so much. But now it's like, wow, like, now we're at the end part. It kind of sometimes seems like you're never gonna get there. So I mean, we're here. This is the last pregnancy vlog. I mean, obviously I'll have more, hopefully, God willing, when we have more kids, I'll have more, but like for this pregnancy, this is like the last clip I'm gonna film for a pregnancy vlog. I've been filming pregnancy vlogs like almost every day for what feels like a year. So crazy. I'm just, tell me if you're like this, like, make me feel less crazy. Like, are you just an emotional mess when it comes to like endings and changes and beginnings? And I might just be so extra. I'm not even that emotional of a person, but I just get hung up on things like this. I don't know what it is about me. Anyway, I guess this will be the last clip of the last pregnancy vlog. So crazy. I'll start a new one tomorrow. So thank y'all so much for being here. If you've been keeping up with the journey, whether it's been through a whole TTC and IVF or just through pregnancy or anywhere before, after, in between, thanks for being here for the journey and for the comments and stuff like that. I have so many of you like on Instagram and in the comments that are just so sweet, and I recognize your names and your faces, and you're just real big cheerleaders and so supportive, and that means the whole entire world to us. It's really special getting to share this. So I appreciate you being here. Definitely stay tuned if you're not subscribed already. I promise I'm not usually like this, but definitely subscribe so you can check out all the labor, delivery, pregnancy, baby, all that kind of content and vlogs that will definitely be coming. I'm so excited to be this guy's mom. I think it's gonna be the best thing that's ever happened to me. But I already know that it is, but it's gonna change my world in all the best ways, and I'm so excited to get to share it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we'd love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video when I'm a mama. Bye guys.